Great
I
performance.
just going to the drawing board, You got your everyday life outside of boxing, and then you just got, the boxing lifestyle. So it's a balance, but so far
Um,
so good. Everything looking up and up.
good, good, good. Um, I remember at the end of your fight, your brother said, there's some things that y'all had to work on. Have you guys been touching up on those things?
A tad bit, yeah. A lot of it is on me, and it goes back to life outside of the sport. So basically, what my brother was talking about that day was you can't take things so seriously, and the people come here for a show, and yeah, we rather take a, a ugly win versus a pretty loss any day. But don't think too hard. Don't overanalyze it. You know you got the talent. You know you're better than these guys. We were going in here with a purpose of being victorious, but give a show. Showmanship is part of the profession.
Absolutely, absolutely. Um, obviously that main event, when you seen the crowd, seen the media, obviously it was quite of a layoff. Did you feel like, hey, what I'm saying, and it was your hometown, did you feel like, oh, people are still waiting for my success, my height, um, and what I got to bring to the sport?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Because you got to realize you got a lot of up and coming fighters, but it's starting to be real basic. I'm pretty sure people want to see like some star talent go up against each other, elite opponents go up against each other. Like you had Terrence Crawford and Earl Spence. Those are two elite athletes, and I'm I'm looking at it from a perspective of if you was to put the ratings on the table, like who would want to see this fight, I'm pretty sure it'd be a lot of people that would want to see type of matchups like that. This Canelo Alvarez and Jermell Charlo. That was a exciting fight, a matchup, a good matchup, but Charlo, he was just like, man, like, I'm trying to survive. It would have been a better outcome. It probably would have been able to do a rematch clause if Charlo would have put up a more resistance, you know, push Canelo on his back foot and stuff like that, back feet and things like that, and supply more pressure. You saw that his game plan wasn't working, and it kind of became like an upset. Of course, it wasn't an upset for Canelo, but for the fans, it was starting to be like an upset. Like, oh, come on, man, what you doing, Charlo? One of those. When it's dealing with me, I know people ain't getting upset. The only upset is that I be getting these guys out. I just like seek and destroy, and I be getting them out too quick. And that's what my brother was mentioning. Like we gotta go back to the drawing board as far as just prolonging it just a little bit. Still be safe, still be on point, still execute the game plan and stuff like that. But be more poised, show more showmanship. I gotta mentally lock in. Like I gotta play with my food a little bit.
Mm,
I can do it, but at the same time, it's like I don't want to play with my food. I don't like playing with my food.
right, right. One of the highest KO ratios. I mean, I think last time I seen it was 100% KO ratio. Am I correct?
Yeah,
Right, right. Um, Nevertheless, now that you already tapped into the major subject that just happened last week, talk about it when, looking at the performance of just Canelo itself, knowing that people said, yo, he's been slipping. Did you see a difference in Canelo? Was that the same Canelo? Or there was nobody in front of him that was an actual opposition that you could even answer that question?
A lot of people probably think he got a typical Mexican style. I believe that he don't. He got his own style. Canelo Alvarez got his own style, and he perfected it. He perfected it. You know, I think Charlo, he had a chance, but he didn't take it. He didn't seize that moment. I was telling people, out of all the people, opponents, that Canelo Alvarez and Floyd was the most precision puncher.
Mm-hmm.
And as you see in that fight with Canelo Alvarez and Charlo tried to somewhat mimic it. Like, all right, let me get on my toes, dance around and stuff like that, and be precise about what I throw. Precision punching and stuff like that. And I was saying to people that out of all of the opponents, Floyd, he did it and made it work. Was the best precision puncher opponent. And I think Charlo, he can somewhat match it. His style is somewhat good enough for him to pick Canelo apart. But Canelo took his heart, man. He was just trying to survive. He was just trying to come out unscathed. He still got a good long journey ahead of him in his career. But at the same time, it's like, man, you're supposed to come in here to seek and destroy. You on your bicycle for too long.
You didn't see the lion.
Nah, I didn't see no lion.
That being said, like, do you feel like in that in Charlo's situation that he possibly came to win, but starting up the fight basically when the actual bell rang, or do you felt like he was looking for this check due to the attitude of the press conference, how he was hitting the pads? Talk to me. How you feel about it?
I think, me personally, he lost the fight before he went in the ring.
Mm. You don't
It's that
believe
first,
people change personas like that?
yeah. It's like the first round, it left him. You seen it leave him from the first round. I'm like, oh my God. I know damn well Canelo didn't take your spirit that quick. At the first round, it was just like, it wasn't even no more time for him to do any fill out. He just had his mind made up. Okay, yeah, I'm about to be on my toes. I'm about to run. He felt that power. The first overhand Canelo threw, like it took all fight out of him. But at the same time, he was like, nah, I can't show that. I'm a fighter, but I ain't stupid. You know, one of those personas. I'm a fighter, but I ain't stupid. You know what I mean? And I'm like, man, you ain't gotta be stupid. Just line up right, do what you need to do, and have some heart and courage behind what you do. Because what he showed was just, I'm out there give up. I'm giving up. I'm surviving.